Hi, I'm Natalie McNeil, and you are watching She Takes on the World TV. This is our Get It Done series, featuring our Conquer Club community manager, Kelly Azevedo. Entrepreneurs are some of the most creative people on the planet. They've broken out of the mold to find new solutions to problems and explore work in a brand new way. But as a result, even if you're filled with ideas, inspiration, and you feel like you're on fire, it can be impossible to get things done. Instead of creating and trying to follow a strict schedule, we want to share some strategies to help you make more time to create in your business. I'm going to dive right into strategy number 1, which is to commit yourself to a 90-day sprint for your big goals. Trying to spread your creativity over a dozen projects can be so draining, but when you focus on 1 or 2 big goals, you can create bigger results in a shorter period of time. Even when you're really passionate about the projects in front of you, it is hard to sustain momentum for a long time, and making plans 6 or 12 months in advance can be a huge challenge. It's really difficult to make commitments and then not know how you're going to feel about those plans. But with a 90-day sprint, you get to focus on one major goal and the outcome of that goal and just make progress toward that one thing.
Even when we know exactly what we want to accomplish and give ourselves shorter deadlines, it can be difficult to make a commitment to getting the work done. Strategy number 2 is to set the mood for real work so you can get into a hustle flow. I found that when it comes time to work on these projects, I have to shut out all other distractions, log out of my Facebook, turn my phone to airplane mode, turn off email notifications, all of those things that pull my attention away from the task I have to do.
Yeah, I prefer also to work in 3 to 4 hour blocks, especially when I need to dig into a project so that I can stay totally focused. That might be editing a sales page or writing a keynote, but I find that it's easier than spending 30 minutes every day for a week. By giving myself more time, I can get into the flow of work. Now, sometimes even when you ignore distractions, it can still be hard to work. So strategy number 3 is what I call a creation cocoon. So I book myself into a hotel for the weekend as a mini retreat. I don't connect to the Wi-Fi, and it gives me time and space to actually work on projects offline. I especially love to do writing projects this way.
Last year when I was writing and editing my book, I did the same thing. Just shutting out all the other things I could be doing around my house was really important. And it's the same reason I have a dedicated office where I can't see laundry piling up or mail that needs to be sorted. That space is just for working.
And Kelly, I know that when you are writing, you'll do the opposite of a creation cocoon. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, strategy number 4 is to use creative meetups and working with others who have similar goals. When I was writing my book, I worked with a local writing group during the National Novel Writing Month. And that means I get to work with others who are working towards a similar goal. We would have weekly meetups and encourage each other onwards towards the finish line.
I've loved seeing our Conquer Club Inner Circle members model this over the past year. Several are writing their own books, launching, implementing. They are building systems that scale and really encouraging each other throughout the sprints that we do. Now is a great time to restructure the last quarter of the year and really use the next 3 months to reach your big picture goals. And that ties into strategy number 5, which is to make a commitment and share your goal.
Exactly. Sometimes it's really intimidating to step out when you tell others what you're working on. And when you do, it's easier to work on those creative projects. We want to help you take action on those strategies, so we're sharing in the worksheet that goes along with this episode how to do that. Plus, you'll get my distraction-free checklist so that when you are working, you can shut out everything else.
If you're not already a subscriber, you can get the worksheet by heading to this episode on shetakesontheworld.com if you're not watching it from our site. We've got lots of freebies and downloads that we only share with our subscribers, so don't miss out. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and I'll see you next time on She Takes on the World TV. I hope you loved the episode of She Takes on the World TV you just watched as much as I loved making it for you. I've got so much more inspiration and practical advice, plus fun worksheets to do in the Conquer Kit, a creative business planner for women entrepreneurs. So be sure to check that out at theconquerkit.com.